I want to thank God for Jimmy. Thank God for his life. It was a pleasure and a privilege to have been his parents. We'll miss him dearly.
Jimmy Mizen's parents have endured all the evidence that has now led to the conviction of their son's killer. Jake Farhi has always said he was acting in self-defence. Today, the jury decided it was his intention to kill. In May last year, Jake Farhi barged past Jimmy and his brother Harry in the Three Cooks bakery in Lee, southeast London. He offered to fight them outside the shop, but they refused. Farhi tried hitting them with a bottle, but was thrown out. He smashed his way back in, brandishing an advertising sign before throwing the glass dish at Jimmy's head. He did it with such force that it shattered on impact, severing Jimmy's jugular vein. He bled to death. The police say throughout his school days, Farhi was violent and intimidating. 3 years previously, he was convicted of assault after he punched and kicked a girl in a cafe. 2 years before that, he received a police warning after Jimmy Mizen's brother complained he had assaulted him.
He went to 5 different weapon selections, for instance. Came backwards and forwards twice to pick a fight with Jimmy. And the violence was extreme, unprovoked and excessive. That surely gives an indication of the type of dangerous individual Jake Farhi is.
Jimmy could hardly have been more different to his killer, who his family say they can't bring themselves to hate.
I will never forgive Jake Farhi for what he done, for what he's put my family through, friends, you know, people everywhere. You know, I will never forgive that, but I just can't hate him. You know, I feel I want to hate him, but I just can't hate him. You know, I just think there's too much hate in the world.
In court, Jimmy's family applauded when they heard the guilty verdict. They cried and hugged each other, a sharp contrast to the lack of reaction from Jake Farhi. He was only moved to respond as he left court. He looked into the public gallery and said, "Don't worry," to his mother. He'll spend at least 14 years in jail. The police described Jimmy Mizen and Jake Farhi as being worlds apart, but on that fatal day, their worlds collided with the worst possible consequences.